Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs are not as bad as you guys think. Listen, I haven't uploaded in about a week and a half. I don't have no excuses. I'm just getting right into this video. This team has been getting talked about a lot over the last couple of days, and it's kind of obvious why, because you have Vic. Vic is one of the most polarizing players in the NBA, so they're going to get talked about. But I think they're being judged very, very wrong, and I think that's just because people don't watch. They just see a little bit of clips and shit, and then just go straight to having a judgment. You have to watch them play. They're actually a pretty decent young team, and what Pop is doing for this team, I understand wholeheartedly. Now, they started off pretty slow, but listen, they're facing the Warriors, the Mavericks, the Clippers, and the Rockets. Those were good teams, and they even got a couple of wins out of those games. And then they go on to beat the Suns 2 days in a row. This one is starting to get bad. They lose to the Rockets in a close game. They get dogged by the Pacers, and they get beat bad by the Knicks. But again, losing a close game in a play-in tournament, in-season tournament against the Timberwolves, against the Heat, lose close again, get dogged bad on national TV. But again, on national TV again, they're in a close game with one of the MVP candidates in his team, and De'Aaron Fox, in a close game with the Grizzlies. They pulled out lately. That's why the score. Why does that have Chris Paul George and the Grizzlies? Anyways, they pulled out lately. That's why the score looks like that. But they were in a close game with them. Now got dogged by the Clippers again. And then again in a close game with the Clippers again. This team is not as bad as a lot of people think. Now what that tells me is they just don't know how to win yet. And that is okay. This is a very young team. I believe their oldest player that actually, like, this is going to sound harsh, but it actually matters, is Keldon Johnson. And he's only like 23 to 24. But everybody else is young. Not knowing how to win yet in the NBA, it's no problem, because it's going to come. And especially when you have Vic and when you have Pop, that is already a dynamic duo. When you have those two, you're going to learn how to win games down the road. But as of right now, they're not going to win a lot of games. But that don't mean they're getting blown out every night. No, they're getting in close games with a lot of people. They just don't know how to close them. And not knowing how to close them is a big part of not having Devin Vassell for all the games. Not knowing how to use Vic in the clutch, because he has shown early in his career that he's a clutch player. But again, you're going to learn that down the line. So that's going to come along with it. And now one of the biggest misconceptions with this team is Jeremy Sochan is ruining the team. I think that is the dumbest shit of all time, and I just think people don't actually watch. So for you guys that don't know, Jeremy Sochan is starting at the point guard. Now, he really originally came out the draft as a power forward, but he's starting at the one. Their normal lineup when everybody's healthy is obviously Jeremy Sochan, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Vic, and Zach Collins. And a lot of people are seeing how, like, Jeremy Sochan misses some passes, how low of an offensive rating team this is when he is the point guard and when Trey Jones is the point guard, and they're kind of putting it all on Jeremy Sochan, and that to me is kind of wild, but I understand why they're doing it. First, people have to realize, yes, Wemby is the #1 pick. Yes, Wemby is the future, but this is not the Wemby show. They have multiple, and I mean multiple, young, very, very good talent. Pop has to build up all of them, not just Wemby. He has to build up all of them. So putting in Jeremy Sochan as the point guard and letting him play make, which is one, I want you to know, was one of his strengths coming out of college. Shout out to my boy who does a lot of good, very good draft work. But as you can see in his video for Jeremy Sochan coming out of college, you have his strengths being defense impact, size and versatility, playmaking, upside and feel, obviously feel for the game, and finishing. So what Pop is doing is he's letting him grow to be that player where he's able to be the anchor for the team, where he's able to do everything for this team, playmake for this team, pass for this team, score for this team, defend for this team. That's what he's doing, starting him at the point guard, helping him out, helping his feel for the game out, because that was one of his strengths coming out of high school, coming out of college. I kind of look at it like when Jason Kidd put Giannis at the one for a large part of his tenure with the Bucks. And look at it now. Giannis is one of the best playmakers in the league. And that was just something that was never supposed to happen coming out of his, Athens, Greece. He was never known as a playmaker, but he put him at point guard because he understood he has feel for the game. And now look at him, one of the best playmakers of all time. I mean, not of all time, let me stop. In the league right now. So, y'all have to stop. Like, it's not hurting Wemby, and we will talk about that, but it's not hurting Wemby, and it's not hurting the team. They're losing games because they're a young team that's bad. They're going to be bad. That's why, for you people that had them as a maybe playing team, And I know while y'all had it, y'all were just wrong. And that's just a reoccurring event with a lot of fans. They can be wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. But still, the team's gonna suck. And him being the point guard is not the reason why they suck. They're this young. They don't understand it. Now, 2, Wemby is being used like y'all all want him to. Y'all just didn't know who he was. Y'all thought he was this very, very good player, which he is. And let me take that back. Y'all thought he was going to be this very, very good, damn near all-star, damn near all-NBA player off the rip. And that's just not it. Wemby is one of the best prospects we've ever seen, but he has a lot of flaws. And what Pop is doing right now is helping out his flaws, but also giving him the keys to do everything he wants. He's playing the 4 because he can't fucking rebound, so you have to put Zach Collins there. That's why he's playing the 4. If you ever wanted that, because everybody knew Wemby coming out of Metropolitan, everybody knew he was a 5, but he can't play the 5 in the NBA because Jeremy Sochan is not really that great of a rebounder either. So you can't have both of them and your team getting what, 12 rebounds a game? With Keldon Johnson being your best rebounder, you can't do this. I'm going to play one of the best rebounders in the league, and Zach Collins, who fits perfectly next to Wemby. That's why he's doing that. But you also can't put Jeremy Sochan on the bench because you're trying to develop him, and he is a huge piece to what you guys are going to do down the line. Now, when you look at him as far as getting the ball, he's getting the ball a lot. Like a lot. But y'all keep going to, oh yeah, Jeremy Sochan at the point. Y'all see these 2 plays in the game where he's not getting the ball, when he's sick of the ball, when that's the point of growing, because now Jeremy Sochan, see, he's not getting the ball, and I've seen him start to grow and make passes to Wemby that he wasn't making a couple weeks ago. That is the point of growing. But when y'all see that, y'all go at Jeremy Sochan? No, that's not where you're supposed to go. Wemby is getting all the touches. Like, look at this. Now, I'm not one that uses usage rating. I don't really like the whole advanced stats thing, but it tells you like who has the ball a lot. Let's count them down. 1 is Embiid, 2 is Giannis, 3 is Luka, 4 is Shea, 5 is Jokic, 6 is Durant, 7 is LaMelo, 8 is Steph, which should be lower. 9 is Anthony Edwards, 10 is Kyle Kuzma, 11 is Donovan Mitchell, Kate Cunningham is 12, 13 Brandon Ingram, 14 Trae Young, 15 Zion Williamson, and 16 in the NBA is Victor Wembanyama. He's getting the ball a lot, and this is a very misleading stat because it doesn't really show everything, because he's getting the ball a lot. Like, it's not really showing everything. But let's see the time of possession. Let's see that. Right here. We're going to start again. Number 1, Embiid. Number 2, Luka. Number 3, Jokic. Number 4, Giannis. Number 5, Cade. Wow. Number 6, Tatum. 7, all that. I'm going to guess. I'm just guessing number. I don't know. 15 is Victor Wembanyama. Time of possession with the big dogs. Look at everybody around him. All the biggest players in the league. All the best players in the league. Victor, a rookie. We haven't seen shit like this since Luka Doncic. Now let's see what Luka is. This is his rookie year. At 1, Harden. At 2, Embiid. At 3, Booker. At 4, Jesus Christ, D'Angelo Russell. 5, Giannis. 6, Donovan Mitchell. 7, Kemba Walker, I miss you. 8, Westbrook. 9, Luka Doncic. Wemby was at 16. They're around the same thing as rookies. Let's go to the time of possession of Luka. This nigga's in the top 16, just like Wemby. They both get the ball a lot. Luka was one of the most ball-dominant rookies I have ever seen in my life. So this whole notion that Jeremy Sochan or Pop is using Wemby wrong, that shit is a fucking lie. Y'all just misjudged Wemby, and that is okay. Y'all thought he was going to be this motherfucker that was going to average like 40% from 3, hitting 3 threes a game like he did in that G League game, who was going to dominate the game in the post like he did in that G League game. But when he's facing actual strength, I'm watching Klay Thompson push him out the post. Y'all thought all those days, and since it's not happening, y'all quick to point the finger at somebody else. Instead of looking, Wemby is just not that guy right now. I'm not saying he won't be, because he obviously will. But I'm seeing him get pushed out of the paint. He can't play in the post. And he can't. And shooting was the most overrated thing about him. I try to tell y'all. He can shoot it, but he is not a shooter. So him shooting these threes, it's just not him. And people ask him, why don't they play him in the post? He doesn't want to. Pop is letting him do everything he wants to do. That's why when you see him, he's always outside. He's never inside the paint. He's always outside because that's his game. That's what he wants to be. That's why for me, Wemby being a generational talent, I'm more so talking about the defense because off the bat, he's probably the best in the world. Like, I'll give it to AD, I'll give it to Draymond, but Wemby is on some other shit. But the offense, that's the part that's going to take a lot of time. So y'all misjudge Wemby a lot. So don't point the fingers at Pop, Jeremy Sochan, anybody else. Y'all just misjudged him. But he's getting all the opportunities you want. He's getting all of them. All the opportunities he would want. He's just not good enough yet. Jesus. Now all this can get better, man. They're 3-14 right now. Just closing a couple games. Down the line, I think that would be something that would be fixed. Devin Vassell won't be out with injuries. Hopefully, he has been an injury-riddled player. I couldn't say that, but right now, I would say he is their best offensive player, and they need that a lot. Calvin Johnson has been pretty fucking good, and I was on the fence with him going into the year, but like he fits perfectly. So having him as a 3 with Devin Vassell at the 2, that should work. With Wemby at the 4 to 5, whatever. Obviously, actually, at the 5 because Jeremy Sochan has to play the 4 down the line. But when they do get that point guard, they're going to be very, very good. But right now, just hold your judgment with the team. They weren't that good to begin with. Pop, what he's doing is perfect because it's going to help out not just Wemby, it's going to help out everybody else down the line. Having a versatile guy like Jeremy Sochan who understands how to play multiple positions can help Wemby out. People just got to understand that. It's going to look bad now. Oh, well. Wemby's still getting everything he wants. He's just not doing very good at it. It's going to take time with everybody to stop that narrative. Jeremy Sochan has been okay. Wemby has been good. Devin Vassell has been good. Calvin Johnson has been very good. Zach Collins has been very good. Thing is, they're all under 25. Maybe Zach Collins is 26, but they're all young as hell. It's going to take time. Just calm down. But other than that, that's it for this video. Hope y'all really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I wrote notes for this video. You see I had the web pages up. Like, I was locked in for this video. So shout out to y'all. I mean, shout out to me. And then shout out to y'all for watching this video. Hopefully y'all made it here. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Share with your friends. I got another video to record today. So I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.